From the News Channel 8 studios, this is Let's Talk Live.
Many parents and kids alike, they like having a break over the summer to kind of recharge their batteries,
yes,
right?
Of course. But studies show that it isn't always such a good idea. In fact, students can lose up to 15% of their academic ability over the summer if they don't read, write, and practice math.
Yeah,
this is why I'm a broadcaster.
It's been said for years. So today, President of Educational Connections Tutoring, Ann Dolin's back with us. She's going to talk about what parents can do to prevent what they call the summer learning slide. And we hear about this every year, Ann.
We do. It's real. Kids can lose up to 3 months of progress in math and 2.5 months in language arts. So we have to find a balance. We don't want to go overboard, you know, by poking and prodding our kids to do work when they really want to relax, but we don't want them to be couch potatoes either. So finding that balance is essential. And one of the easiest things parents can do is help their kids to find a book that's really inspiring. So I brought a couple along with me today.
Oh, this is great for parents looking for some summer reading.
Younger kids, love this book. It's called Dragons Love Tacos. It's a New York Times bestseller. Fantastic book for young kids, kindergarten, first, second graders. It's a book about a boy who invites some dragons to his house for tacos. The problem is he doesn't realize that there's jalapeno peppers in the salsa that he serves them. So watch out.
Whoa, big drama in that book.
Yes, big drama.
Can you open that for us? Are there really pretty pictures?
Oh, yes, there are.
Because for younger kids, they love the pictures. And if you have good pictures.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, yeah, very nice. Good art. Love that.
The other book I brought is called Wonder. This book is phenomenal. It's topped the New York Times bestseller list for kids for a long time. It's been translated into many languages, sold over 1 million copies. It's about a boy who is born with a facial deformity, and he goes to a non-traditional school his whole life until 5th grade when he enrolls in Beecher Prep. And it's at this stage where he has to convince all his new peers that he's just like them. He just looks a little bit different. This is one of the most popular books with kids these days.
Well, we're kind of like that anyway.
Yes, for sure.
You're trying to like just kind of blend in with friends and new school, and things are changing. And
well, I mean, even if you didn't have a facial deformity, when you get to middle school, you're always worried about everything, right?
Yeah, do you have the right book pack? Do you have the right shoes?
You can't look different.
Yeah.
It's too embarrassing.
So is this from his perspective, or is it from the other kids' perspective?
Yes, it's actually from a number of people's perspectives, and that's what's neat about the book. It's not just told through one narrator, and I think that's another reason it's so popular. I also brought Paper Towns. Love this book by John Green. You probably have heard of him. He wrote Looking for Alaska, The Fault in Our Stars. This book is wildly popular, especially because the movie is coming out this summer.
I was going to say Paper Town.
Yep.
Yes.
And whenever there's a movie, kids will flock to read the book. So in that order is best. Read the book first, then see the movie.
Is this as much of a tearjerker as Fault in Our Stars?
Not
Tell
really,
us no,
not
please.
really, but it is a page turner, and that's what really hooks kids in high school to read over the summer. They have to be really engaged in the book.
All right, so you've got these great books as a parent. Oh, try this, honey. How do you get them to sit down and actually open it up and read?
Yeah, because I always wanted to play. I didn't want to be inside. I'm still like that. I want to be outside.
Of course, we all do. There's a couple of things parents can do. I love the idea of DEAR time. DEAR stands for drop everything and read. So after dinner, for example, you could have DEAR time with everybody in your family. So maybe a half hour is dedicated to everyone reading. And it could be different books, or it could be the same book. And sometimes that's really hooking a reluctant reader in, is for everybody to say, read Wonder, for example. You know, maybe Monday night you read chapter 1, Tuesday night you discuss it. It really helps with comprehension.
Oh, so you're talking about getting the whole family involved.
Getting
reading
the whole family involved. So not just, it can't be punitive. Oh, Mary, go up to your room and read right now.
So it's a family book
club. Never goes well.
Oh,
family book club.
That.
Right.
Yes.
Well, you have to worry about the youngest person in the group.
You do.
So it has to cater to the level of the youngest person.
And I like the 5-finger rule. If your child's reading a book and on one given page your student or your child mispronounces 5 words, the book is too hard. So that should be a good rule with them.
That's
great. I never knew that.
I never did either.
But that's got to be a little difficult, though, because nowadays, especially in high school, those cell phones, those smartphones, it's got to be hard to put those away and actually read.
It is, and there have been a lot of studies looking at what is better for reading. Is it on the Kindle or the iPad, or is it a hardcover book? And what we know is that reading comprehension is negatively impacted when kids read online. So this summer, if you know, you really want to engage your kids in reading. Detach electronics during that time and make sure they're reading a regular hard copy book.
All right. Well, it's a goal we can reach for anyway.
For sure.
Now, that's reading. What about some of the other subjects in school? We
yeah,
take
like
a slide on, you know, math, and writing.
And writing, sure. You know, writing is tough, especially for boys. Girls are, you know, develop fine motor skills earlier than boys, so they're much more likely to want to color and write and cut. But boys are all about gross motor skills. So getting your son to sit down and write over the summer can be like pulling teeth. If you have a sports-minded child, I love the program Through the Mail. This is a method for getting kids to write letters to their favorite sports players. So you can go on, say, MLB.com, and you can find a tab called Team by Team. You can find the addresses for the team of the player you want to write to. And then there's another website called Cardboard Connection, and it's a step-by-step process for students to write a persuasive letter to the player of their choice to give them the best chance to get an autograph back.
Oh, so you dangle that incentive. What do they really want?
Yeah,
they want to connect with their sports heroes, and this is a way to do it.
So pick 4 players, you know, and that should be the goal for the summer.
Right.
And the other thing is 4 books. That is what reduces the summer reading slide.
Oh, so that's the minimum.
That's the minimum.
At least 4 books.
At least 4 books.
All right,
Okay.
well, we're on track. And Dolin, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, well, let's stick with us because on Let's Talk Live, if you're a fan of Lamb, this next segment is for you.